They're under attack, that being the VA-focused VTuber agency, VLur, who are big fans of males and who, as of April 1st, have opened up auditions for their second generation. That same day, this article being uploaded to Vice.com, entitled, "These VTubers Want You in Their Lewd Game, You Might Want to Pass." This article by a new writer for this particular website, that being Anna Valance, described on Vice.com as a giantess VTuber, or more specifically, the world's first and only giantess games journalist VTuber. This article attempting to discourage others from actually applying to VLur's second auditions, beginning firstly with this section, VLur messed up with trans talent early on. The article remarking, trans VTubers started to have misgivings about VLur during the Gen 1 audition process. VLur's audition requirements said the company only wanted quote-unquote female talent, and with no additional clarification. The second section, entitled, "Oh God, Not the Lolicon VTubers," remarking, WTF, 1/3 of Gen 1 looks like children. Yes, children. This article stating various European countries have laws that criminalize the actual depiction of underage characters in artwork. The article then describing a recent stream from VLur, stating the team finally addressed whether trans women can apply to the agency. In the article further remarking, the Gen 1 team laughed as the issue was discussed. At one point, Shibi said transgender talent asking about the issue should shut the F up. This interpretation of what was said on the stream being contested, some viewers remarking this was not aimed at any trans viewers or potential applicants, but instead at males, or those potentially attempting to police the content of VLur, here now seen in this clip.
We are looking for female talents. Oh, but what if I'm... Shh! Shut the fuck up! You go by female pronouns. You live life as a woman. Do you sound like a woman? Okay, we don't care about anything else. You're free to apply, ho. Males, you may close the stream now. You need not apply. I don't care. Off!
And Valance having this interpretation of that particular exchange.
This kind of reinforces why we're doing the stream, right? They're so annoyed that trans talent needs this confirmation. And they are very clearly annoyed and think this is funny. They think it's funny. And that is so messed up, dude. Like, I'm not... Okay, this is the exact problem, right? Why would I waste my fucking time if, like, they're not taking this seriously and I have to wait until Gen 2 to get an answer?
And Valance also going on to say why they believe what is occurring here in VLur is transphobic.
It's transphobic because they're saying that there's a certain kind of voice they want and it's cis women's voices and you have to sound like a cis woman. That's transphobic. Now, are they transphobic in belief? No, I don't think so. I think like all these talent probably are pretty chill about trans women. But I think it's transphobic in that they are discriminating against certain types of voices. That's transphobia.
Further along, we have this section. There's a ban on lesbian content, remarking that VLur is specifically targeting female for male content viewers. This article then going in a very interesting direction, wherein the author would then begin to promote their very own ASMR, even stating that their ASMR has more listens than that of another talent in VLur. This article getting the attention of Not Horse Girl Rima, giving this commentary of the VLur hit piece made by Vice is utterly ridiculous. Not only does it contain more ads than a prawn site, it almost made my phone crash. It's one of the most condescending pieces I've read in a while. I'm not sure who the intended audience is for this, but it's certainly not for VTuber fans. And if the intent was to convince anybody, it definitely had the opposite effect. The VLR girls are incredibly sweet and have navigated this space drama-free until now, which we're all grateful for, unlike what the article wants you to believe. It's really sad and disappointing to see mainstream media try try to tear down the hard work of those creators. I'll be talking about this on stream. Rima then updating us. The journalist in question stopped by my stream. Of course, I like to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, so I was willing to listen. However, she didn't clarify anything besides asking me to look at her Twitter as proof that she is a fan of Chibi, then said, "Hold on, I'm hopping on to explain myself." I thought she would talk on Discord, but instead she started her stream and proceeded to come back 3 times to ask me in my chat to watch it. Wild. And it Valens specifically in Rima's chat, stating, "Give me 1 sec, I'll hop on stream," and then later, "Okay, I'm live and I'll be addressing anything else on stream. Hop in and watch." And it Valens Twitter account at this time no longer existing, and this particular writer now taking to Blue Sky instead. And it Valens on that platform remarking Twitter is having a mini Gamergate over my VLR story. So from this point forward, no public commentary from me on it. As next today, we also have Niji English talent Reimu Endo, originally set to be a part of the NBA Cross Niji event collab. This turning out actually to be a collab between Niji and the Japanese rights owner of merchandise in Japan, that being Rakuten. Rakuten going on to sell this merch exclusively in Japan last July and then in Taiwan last October, and then seemingly having no further communication about this collab since. Rakuten now sending out this notice and apology saying Reimu Endo, who was scheduled to participate in this collaboration, will not be participating due to various circumstances. We're very sorry to the fans who were looking forward to it. The changed livers will be announced at a later date. Detailed information on the second and third parts of this collaboration will be released in April. We would like to deeply apologize again for the change in participating livers. The collab website at this time removing Reimu Endo from the planned streamers in Phase 2 and Phase 3. And up next, we have Pirate Software, recently hosting Code Miko on their stream, as this time last year, Pirate Software had achieved the Twitch Hype Train record, hitting level 106 on April 1st of 2024. That record later being surpassed by Neuro-sama on January 1st. Also on stream at that time was Neuro-sama's creator, Vidal, alongside Fox VTuber Annie. Pirate Software at the time saying, "Today, Vidal has beaten our world record Hype Train." I cannot stress enough how awesome Vidal and their community are. That being said, on April 1st at 10 a.m. Pacific, the Goblins will return fire. Pirate Software essentially saying that he intends to break that record on the 1-year anniversary that he broke the record, that being on April 1st of 2025. Unfortunately, time has not been as kind to Pirate Software in the interim, going from over 15,000 average viewers just on Twitch to then under 7,000 average viewers in March of 2025. This potentially owing to a number of quote-unquote controversies that Pirate Software has found themselves embroiled in. Pirate Software on April 1st unable to overcome Neuro-sama's record, instead of surpassing level 111, instead coming to level 70. Pirate then explaining on stream that the circumstances of his attempt were different from what occurred back on January 1st with Neuro-sama, wherein at the time Riot Games was giving away gift subs. Pirate Software going on to state this on stream.
When did you get Valorant assist? I didn't. No. Vidal's Hype Train got the Valorant assist. He got 19,000 bonus subs from Valorant, because Valorant was doing a thing where they gave, like, bonus subs. I think we're at the level of, like, the Hype Train competition that if we actually do want to beat the world record again, we're going to have to do it during one of those events. That's the only time that I think that can happen at this point.
All the while, Neuro-sama has been experiencing an issue and challenge regarding their sponsorship streams, as evidenced here in this clip regarding their sponsorship recently for Assassin's Creed Shadows, and Neuro-sama simply being honest.
Just how about focus on the game? Yeah?
But the game is boring.
Okay. Okay. Listen, this is a sponsored stream. Pay attention.
Oh gee golly gosh. I'm really interested in this game. I'm definitely not just pretending for a sponsorship. Wow.
Also up next, we have the Vols VTuber Adora Fortune. At the end of last year, Adora sending out this particular fertility meme. Adora then removing that meme on Twitter and later saying, "I'd like to formally apologize for one of my tweets that I posted earlier." Vols themselves following that up and saying, "Thank you for your ongoing support. We deeply apologize for the inappropriate contents. As their agency, we take responsibility for the lack of oversight and will work with our talents to prevent this from happening again. Many seeing this as Vols telling Adora to take down that meme. Adora, a week and a half later, saying, I wasn't forced to do anything. The Vols team shared their advice and gave me the space to decide how I wanted to handle things. So while now we have a notice of graduation from this talent, that graduation date being set for April 12th, JST, Adora remarking, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to the Vols team for supporting my decision to pursue new opportunities and for allowing me to leave with grace. Vols themselves also sending out this graduation notice, remarking, as she embarks on her next journey, we hope you will continue to support her and celebrate all that she has accomplished. And next up, we turn to Idol's Ricky Poppet, having been demonetized on YouTube for months now, and updating us with, wait, you're kidding. They're back. Members are back. I can't believe it after all these months. Receiving this notice from YouTube saying your channel memberships have been unpaused. Ricky Poppet with this update, they weren't kidding. It's real. We're so back. Watch out, YouTube. I'm coming back. I got a plan of celebration, bros. This all while on April 10th, we'll be seeing a chef debut from this particular VTuber. And also a part of that same gen and Idol, we have Cersei Soulstorm, demonetized around the same time as Ricky. Ruby Runeheart of Idol remarking, Ricky got her monetization back and Cersei too. Today we win. At the time, Ruby being one of 6 talents still in Idol and still unmonetized on YouTube. This all while 7 other talents in this particular agency have been earlier unmonetized and received their monetization back now on the platform. Big news out of Nintendo yesterday as they held one of their most anticipated directs ever, showing off not only the Switch 2 but also a number of upcoming games. Numerous VTubers taking that opportunity to not only watch along but also commentate. Axel Sirios of All Stars English beforehand saying, I will chop my balls off if they release FF9 Remake. Usan replying to him with, balls are not enough, cut your pole too. Also with All Stars English, we have Machina X Flayon saying, the Switch 2 comes out on my birthday. Are you buying my merch or the Switch 2? And Chihuahua Mane remarking, Switch 2. Others reacting to other announcements such as Sunny with, wait, Silk Song was announced while I was gone. Also reacting to that was Koseki Bijou of Hall Live English. Also seeing the latest From Software title announcement and remarking, you can't do this to me. I'm screaming, crying, throwing up. What is this? Alongside not saying I totally manifested this by beating Bloodborne on the 10th anniversary. But, and following up with, it's like they made that whole direct just for me. Holy beep, it's just so peak. As what is also peak are the prices on some of the new titles for the Switch 2. Pippa Pipkin here with, what do you mean $80 for digital games? Flork reacting to $80 games with a pirate hat, while V4 Mirai's Maria would state opening a Patreon to afford a Switch 2 and opening an OnlyFans to afford the games. We also now turn to Sponsa, a platform that a number of VTubers have signed up with to achieve a number of their monetary goals. Now here with this announcement, we're disappointed to share that Stripe has abruptly decided to discontinue our account with them as of April 5th, after citing vague quote-unquote categorization issues. Despite processing over $60,000 for over 200 creators in half a year without issue, Stripe has refused to get a human in touch with us with no way to request an appeal. Sponsa is still saying your funds are safe and they are still protecting the accounts, while also committing to seamless PayPal integration and exploring better alternatives. Next up, we have new updates from Hall Live English's Nanashi Mumei, set to graduate this month. Originally planning an unarchived karaoke on April 1st, but then updating us with, I'm so sorry, but I have to reschedule this. My voice and cough is extra bad today. We'll do a karaoke with the same concept another day soon. If I do karaokes, they'll have to be set up super last minute. It feels awful having to cancel planned ones. I try to prepare myself for them, but sometimes it isn't enough. At the moment, I don't have control of my voice and I'm coughing too much for it to be enjoyable. I'm sorry. I love karaokes and want to do a few more if I can. The next day giving this update, not to be a bummer, but the coughing is very awful right now. I'll do my best to stream tomorrow. All the while, who was streaming on April 1st was Usada Pekora with Hall Live Japan, coming to us with this stream entitled It's Alive. That's right, it's Jill-Kun, the fucking monkey, and a very robotic Pekora. This robot look coming by way of Otsuku, all while the design of Jill-Kun came by way of Hiko-san, giving us the hashtag Free Jill-Kun. That hashtag also being shared here by Flowglow member Vivi on that stream, providing her voice to voice Usada Pekora's pet monkey. Further busy on April Fools was Koseki Bijou, being appointed as one of the 2025 Hall Live Meat Ambassadors, and on that day holding a totally normal, unarchived archived karaoke. A karaoke that she would hold out of a toilet bowl and also imitating the voice of Ninomae of HoloLive English. Koseki Bijou earlier setting up different settings on her Go XLR and finding that one of them made her sound eerily similar to her senpai, taking the opportunity on April Fools to pull out that voice on stream. This all while Bijou would also be a part of this new cover song reveal. This cover performed by all of the members in HoloLive Advent, and appropriately making all of the members muscle-bound. That music video creator Ludicano here celebrating. Koseki Bijou replying, "You cooked a full course with 5 appetizers, 5 entrees, 5 desserts, 5 drinks, 5 snacks, 5 chicken nuggies. Thank you for the meal." Ludicano also showing off a look at the stream, which Fuumoko unfortunately could not attend. But as seen within the music video and elsewhere, HoloLive Production English is now here with the VR Chat World reveal, saying, "Jump into VR Chat, lift some weights, and enjoy some Battle Royale. Don't worry, Poki should still have some potions," giving us this Muscle Advent Bootcamp world. Further along with HoloLive English, we have Mori Calliope, now part of the HoloLive English Family Mart collab, and revealing even more guest members for her upcoming April 4th concert. Those now joining will be both Iris and Heikos Bells, alongside Hosho Marine and the Tokyo Tower herself, Tokiyama Toa. Callie tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific and 10 p.m. Eastern, hosting her very own countdown with some news. All while alongside, we have HoloLive Indonesia's Ayunda Risu. On April Fool's giving us this Risu switch. That's right, it's Wisu. Ayunda Risu tweeting out, "Thank you for accompanying my little sister today. She's very happy, and now she sleeps soundly." This all while HoloLive Indonesia is preparing for their anniversary just days away, hyping it up and saying, "See you in our 3D Live." All the while, we also received April Fool's shenanigans from VShojo, providing us a multi-member music video of Never Gonna Give You Up. Newbie is pro with this announcement. I was commissioned to make a whole music video for VShojo, even giving us the references of all 17 characters from the video. As then the next day, we have Do Not Peak Entertainment remarking, "We've got a full table today. Join ironmouse, Seadog VA, Matt Mercer, and Tormented by Gnomes, and multiple special guests to raise money for the Immunodeficiency Foundation." Ironmouse afterwards saying, "Thank you all so much for all the incredible support today. I had so much fun playing with all my friends. We raised $39,000. Thank you so much, Matt Mercer and Seadog VA, for joining me, and thank you all so much for watching." Matt Mercer responding, "The absolute pleasure was mine. Your community is brilliant." And further with VShojo, we have Matara Khan providing us with this very insightful tweet on April Fool's and this very insightful hour-long stream where she simply said only this. Matara Khan also recently making a surprise appearance on a totally different VTuber stream.
Is she gonna get mad at me for this? One moment, please. Say the thing. Hi, honeys. Oh, I'm Matara Khan.
Also having fun on the day was Doki Bird, really taking these screenshots of Doki on her April 1st stream and saying, "I'm Die, thank you forever." As making yours truly's heart skip a beat was Raki Kazuki on the day of tweeting out, "Twitter likes are public again." Then replying and saying, "You are the fool." All while who was not fooling on the day was Face Connect's Komachi Ponko, providing us with this look and saying, "Biko is here." Yukino here, remarking, "I tailored the Biko outfit for Face Connect's Komachi Ponko. Biko, Biko, Biko." All while we have an update regarding Face Connect's on hiatus talent, Hikanari Hina, tweeting this out and saying, "See you soon, April 9th, 2025. Potentially giving us a hint that she will be returning soon. Face Connect on April 1st also letting us know of this new cover release from both Tenma and Peppa of It's a Wonderful Cat Life. All while the next day, Uruka of Face Connect would celebrate her birthday with this totally normal birthday celebration stream and the hashtag UruBirth2025. Also on April Fools, we had Nimi Nightmare bringing us her very first sponsored ASMR stream, that being for the Toledo Sparkling Water brand, and giving us such natural flavors like turkey. Also on that that day, we have Chibi revealing that she was actually running the Mythic Talent Twitter account the entire time, and further un-Chibi's Yordoki, giving us a very different, serious, and very unfitting look for the day. Further celebrating April Fools was Cinder, the Hellhound Wolf VTuber, no longer a Hellhound Wolf. Instead, that day saying just a regular stream with a regular girl, and even going so far as to remove her fangs. Cinder also on that day teasing this upcoming Chibi look, all while one of the best surprises that day came from the Glitch Stars talents Sunny Splosion and Ghost VTuber Mogu, providing us with this cover alert. You got to do the cooking by the book. That's right, the bakery is open. You can watch this cover song in the link in the description below. Sunny saying, Mogu and I are little bakers in this cute and not at all silly April Fool's Day cover. As that is all for this episode. As always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. Send in your VTuber news to our Discord, as we'll have more things VTubers say for you soon.